Okay guys, we are back from our little resource gathering session to start making our farming building. So we're just gonna build it up here. And I think the basic way we're gonna be doing this is just build a tower, and then we're gonna have water flowing down the middle, which then will fertilize all of our soil. So let's just find a good location for this. And as you can see, we've got quite a bit of wood, which we'll be using primarily oak and dark oak. Dark oak for the pillars, as the rest of my base also shows. So I think we'll want to probably find a way to make this fit in here, and I think we'll do that by probably coming somewhere in the middle of here, and I'm pretty sure we're going to come across, so we want it to be 7 wide in the middle, which I believe, yes, it is that long. So then if we make a square out of that, like that, you can see our farming building will go up, and I'll actually want to move this over one, just because it will line up better. As you can see, it's one away right there. And then it's just closer to being one away on that side than rather than 2 away and 0 away. So basically we're just gonna start building up. Well, actually, first of all, we'll want to break that block, or actually we'll have to do it this way, I guess. We'll just have to build up, and we'll actually, instead of using our grass, we're going to use some dirt. And I have a shulker of dirt to get more. Oops, not there. So then we'll just build up a bunch of layers like this. I haven't decided how many. I think we'll probably do like 3 or 5, something like that. Oh wait, that's my wood. Just grab my dirt shulker box, which will just chuck out a piece of sand in order to grab my shulker box. So each layer will have 49 minus 1 growing spaces, because obviously we'll have the water column, so it'll be 48 growing spaces per tier. And along the edges, we'll just do our regular pattern that we have around the rest of our base, just to keep it nice and consistent. Or actually, no, just for ease, we're gonna make them all horizontal, because it'll also tie in nicely. So we'll just get started by doing this process. And obviously we'll need to place more torches around and stuff, because I took out all the torches right here. So we're just gonna start building up, and obviously we'll till all the land at the end. So every 3 blocks we're gonna be building up another section. So this will hopefully help us get some more food, as right now we are currently out of food, and this should be a sufficient source of food while we do not have an automatic food production. So we'll just start working on making these layers. So I think we'll probably do around 5 layers. That sounds pretty good. So if we do 5 times 48, we will get a lot of crop growth, which will obviously be beneficial to our production of food, and also keep us from dying. As you can see, I used 2 totems in that super fast time lapse. So we'll just add the 3rd layer. come up, and that's 3, and then 4. So if you guys do not already understand what I'm doing to water this area, at the top I'm going to have one water source, which will be going down the entire contraption, which will be sufficient to water all of the crops. And we'll just start placing in our dirt on this layer, which is our 3rd layer. So as I said, I think we're going to do 2 more layers, which will be pretty nice. And that should total up for 240 crops. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. That would be 5 times 48, which is 240 crops. I do not know the rates for 240 crops, but it seems pretty decent. So we're just gonna start working on our next layer. Whoa, I almost fell off there. So obviously we're gonna have to till up all the land after we do this. So this is gonna be heading into our 4th layer once we finish all the dirt for this layer. So as you can see, we are just working layer by layer, and it's extremely cheap to build this way, and it's also very efficient farming. However, obviously zero tick and shaky sand farms are superior, but for this wheat crop you couldn't use shaky sand, so that's kind of irrelevant. But those are both good options for when you have to grow other crops. So as you can see, we have a nice 4 layers, and we'll just be heading into our 5th, like that, and building up. So if this is ever not enough food, we can always make another column. And another reason that I'm making these column style is because it fits with the style of my base, and it looks pretty nice. And I have fallen. Let's hope we can use this one rocket to get back up there, which I actually just lagged, so no, we could not. And I need to go to my ender chest to grab more rockets, which I happen to have around 6,000 rockets at this current time in my ender chest. Oh, landing up there is going to be hard, because I'm lagging hard right now, so we'll just take a few attempts to get back up here. And we've done it. So we can just hop right back up and get back to work. So this is almost about to be finishing up our 5th layer of our farm, and this should be a very decent amount of food that we will be getting from this, so should be great. And this is almost exactly perfect because I have 49 dirt in this stack, which should be exactly perfect, except we'll have one extra. Yep, exactly one extra. So now we'll want to go grab a bucket of water, which I think we'll just make a bucket right here, and fill that with water, and then fly right back up there. And while we're down here, we might as well make the hoe that we're going to use to till the land. So we'll just take this, make some sticks, because I did not have enough sticks to make a hoe, and there we go. We'll just fly right back out of there and come up here. And obviously, we'll need to light this up a little bit, which we'll need to grab some torches for. So I was thinking we could do like one per side, like that, but obviously I need to go grab some torches from down here. So let's see if I can get any coal. Or actually, here there is 12 torches. And then obviously we'll grab this coal to make some more torches. Okay, so we'll just make a few torches like that. And there we go. There's 20 torches, which is almost perfectly enough, except that I already have 3 up here, which means it's going to be a little bit extra. Oh, and it appears there's actually a creeper on that 4th layer, so good, we're about to be lighting it up. So we'll actually have to kill that creeper without blowing up this place, which is going to be pretty hard. Wait, did I hit him off? Did I hit him off? Yes! Oh, he actually fell and died. That's perfect. So, we'll just be lighting up this place, and then we'll get right down to hoeing it. I love knockback, because then if there's any mobs up here, we can just hit them off, and they fall to their death. Except obviously the farther we go down, the less distance there is. Oh wow, that's a lot of mobs. Let's just get it out of here. And fly right into this water. This is right about the time that I would need some food. So, let's just go right back to our base and grab some food. And then we should be able to fight those mobs off. And it actually appears there's one coming right there, which obviously not a problem because we can just close our door. And let's hope we have some food. Or actually we can just use rotten flesh for now because we have not established our food setup that we are going to be using, which is obviously just our farming palace. And let's try to grab up as many seeds as we can, which obviously we probably won't be able to fill out the entire building right now, but we will certainly be filling out the entire thing in the future. It's kind of a play on words because it's FutureCraft, huh? And we can just launch him down there. And that is not a problem. And of course there are 2 more coming from over there, which we can just go up and start filling out our crops to avoid them. So we'll just grab our hoe and get to work. So, as I said previously, it is going to be 49 crops per level. and that will total 240 crops for the entire platform once it is filled out. And let's fill out our second layer. Technically our fourth layer, but we're starting at the top because obviously we had some mobs at the bottom which we did not want to deal with. So as you can see, the water flowing through the middle is enough to water these crops, and that is pretty good for our purposes. And one last one on this level. And this should hopefully be a sufficient food supply for the rest of the FutureCraft time. And if not, obviously I said we won't be able to make another tower or get an alternate food source. Here in the near future, we will probably be making a chicken cooker, which will automatically make chicken to cook, and then it'll automatically cook it as well. So, as you can see, we've filled out all of our crops, and those will just start to grow. So let's go sleep over here, but oh, it let me sleep even though there were monsters nearby. And I've gotten out of bed, and we'll just launch him off the edge over there. And maybe use a totem. Yep. So we'll need to replenish that totem from our ender chest. Oh, no, that's our tools. And our totems are right there. And we'll want more than one, so we'll have to put away some stuff. And there we go. A few totems. And then we've got this guy to kill right here. Which we'll actually leave him for now. Okay, so as you can see, our little crop farm is doing pretty well so far, and I will be back with you once these crops are grown, and then we can harvest them and end the video. Hello guys, we're back, and our farm has fully grown to its almost 240 crops because, as you can see, a few of them have been broken because apparently the water didn't come fast, or didn't make it go fast enough, and then the seeds most likely popped out of their hole. So this should give us around 58 bread once we mine this all up, so let's get right to it. And we're gonna cut down all of this wheat, and then we will replant all at the same time. So in total this thing should produce 60 bread at full capacity, which is nearly, well actually it's almost a stack, so that is very decent for not taking much time at all. So we're just gonna throw out some wheat seeds and dirt and some arrows so we have enough space to accommodate for all of this wheat. And if you didn't notice, while I was gone from the last scene, I actually came and planted all the levels, and then we waited for them to grow up, and they all grew. So this will produce around 60 bread total That's how much it should produce per every iteration that we do, every time we harvest it. So let's see, yeah, let's get the wheat instead of the seeds, because obviously we came here for the wheat and not seeds. However, you could use this for seeds for chicken breeding. If you really wanted to. So, obviously, multi-use farm, even though it only has one crop, uses are totally up to you. So, we've almost got a full stack right there, so we can actually just throw out some of those seeds. Oh, it appears we just got them right back, so... Oh gosh, there is a zombie right here. Just hoping that none of those mobs see me, so that way I can go back to the top and start planting. And let's see, that is all the wheat. So, let's get right back to planting. And that is the equivalent in wheat of around 58 bread, as I have mentioned before. However, the total capacity of this farm is 240 wheat, which is 60 bread. Or wait, 240 wheat should be more than... Well, we'll get how much we get, so... now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it will be around 80 at full capacity, which means this should give us around a little over a stack. Okay, then just plant all this up. So each is 49. And you can see that it fills out nicely. Oh rip, he just died. And now I'm dying. And we just got that planted. And we're just gonna run out of here and heal up. Which actually, we'll want to go back here so we can get to our crafting table. And I'm experiencing really bad frame rate right now. So, let's craft up that bread. So yeah, as I said the second time, we should be getting just over a stack of bread, which as you can see has turned out to be true. And according to this, it'll give us a stack and 14, But obviously there are a few missing, so we should get around 2 more bread, which means a stack and 16 bread. So let's just eat this bread. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video about our farming tower, and make sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day. See you next time.